All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. HE Gator. Here we go, here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
You're not ready. You're not ready. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. There. Keep him.
On second down, Ekeler. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hard.
Here is Ekeler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Go. Ready?
Now Ekeler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake here on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. That throw into the arms of Allen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go. 53's the mic. 53. Hey, Delta. Here we go. Here now.
Back to throw. Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? no matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, Sunday.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
43. Help us. 15. Come on. Keep walking. Safe. Check.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Big series right here. We got to step. Yellow. Kill. Spot.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
You're out on the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Under crunch. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check. Hey, lock it. Check. Ready?
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Yeah, I got you. Check nickel. Protein spill. Show it. Alert 3. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Check. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 20. 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
it got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You got tape.
Hey, 43, 15. What's that?
Now here's Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Attack.
Hey, watch the ship.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Yellow. On the line.
Hey, what
color?
Hey, Mike 52. Come on. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, 15. Check 30.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Here we go.
Back. Check
Yellow.
Hey, alert 3.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's complete to Sanders. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Watch twist. Watch
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's caught. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Yellow. Wide.
49.
Attack.
Shift. Check. Fresno.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
He's checking clear.
Check 52. 25.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up in an offset eye.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
That's a safety creek.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Now Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for...
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
49 the mic, watch 49.
I'm on. 43.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36, 36.
Yellow.
Switch.
Now Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Heavy on the edges.
Check.
Hero 15.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3.
Hey, check 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 3. 49. Check 49. On Sunday.
They'll run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Charlie, 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
You don't want this. 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Let's bring it. Check.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Check, nickel.
Attack.
Alert 3.
They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Yellow.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes finds the open target, Arnold. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
You got 10. You got 10.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Running on first down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Double tight, double tight.
Bravo.
4 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Silver. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2nd and 11. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go. Yes.
Check. You go night. Time go night. 44. Mike, 44.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here I come.
Hey, 57. Check back. Attack.
Hey, look.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He hits White, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Check, check.
Attack, attack.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check out.
First down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
52's the mic, boys, 52. Check pass, check pass.
Check 52. 25. Check 25.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ringo.
Shoot. Yellow.
He's coming. Double up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Left side here to Sanders. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Kill. Check 37. Check 37. Kill. Hey, turn it out on these two.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. White's got a 1st down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
49's the mic.
I got it. Go.
Check 99.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Watch twist.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
53 is the
Leo! Tighten down. There you go. Hey, orbit. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 50.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 50. Snap.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Miles Sanders, 59 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.